Hi, I'm Mike Freeman, and I'm an engineer for ComEd. I work in the Distribution Capacity Planning Department. When people think about summertime, they often think about sunshine. The sun drives our schedules and even our moods, but the energy from the sun is responsible for driving nearly every process on the earth, as it provides us light, heat, and energy to power our homes. While Illinois might not be the sunniest state, solar energy is very useful here, and there's plenty of sunlight to power solar energy. First, let's talk about solar energy. Every day the sun radiates or sends out an enormous amount of energy called solar energy. It radiates more energy in one day than the world uses in 1 year. This energy comes from within the sun itself from a process called nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion turns the hydrogen in the sun into helium by fusing two hydrogens together. This process releases a lot of energy in the form of light. This light is so strong and bright it can travel 93 million miles to Earth and can still power solar calculators, grow some corn, or heat some water. When we use solar energy for electricity in Illinois, we transform the light energy directly into electricity using a solar cell or a photovoltaic cell. These solar panels, like you might see on your calculator, in a field, on a light post, or on the roof of a building, all work the same way. The cells are made of silicon, the same substance that makes up sand. Electricity is produced when radiant energy from the sun strikes a solar cell, causing the electrons in the silicon to move around. The action of the electrons starts an electric current. The conversion of sunlight into electricity takes place silently and instantly. There are no mechanical parts to wear out. Solar energy can also easily be transformed into heat when it hits the surface, so we can use it to heat water, dry crops and laundry, warm our homes, and so much more. Any device that captures light and turns it into thermal energy or heat is called a solar collector. If you've ever gotten into a car on a sunny day, you've probably felt the sun's energy transformer from light to heat when you sat on the hot seats of the car. When sunlight passes through or is absorbed by a surface, it is transformed into thermal energy. We're going to take a closer look at this transformation today by building an oven to cook food using only sunlight. To build a solar oven, you'll need some cardboard or a container like a recycled pizza box or even a Pringles can. If you're using a pizza box, you can follow the instructions on the handout to make a flap inside the lid of the box. You'll use black paper under the food to help absorb the sun's energy. You'll also use aluminum foil to reflect the sunlight back onto the food and black areas. The instructions guide you where to place these items, but you can certainly try your own designs. Add an extra foil or black paper based on your container and design. You want to make sure you seal your plastic wrap on the top well so the light comes in but gets trapped as heat and can't escape through any of the cracks. Once your oven or cooker is assembled, you're now ready to head outside. As you can see, I used the pizza box design. Here's my finished product. Be cautious of the temperature to avoid heat or burn injuries. Now let's grab something to cook. You can melt cheese on nachos, steam some veggies, melt chocolate for s'mores, and maybe even cook a hot dog. Make sure you place your oven in direct sunlight. If your design has a flap, consider using a skewer, a stick, or even a plastic fork to help prop it open so that it provides maximum reflection. You may also need to reposition your oven every so often as the sun's position shifts in the sky. Don't forget to take a video clip of your solar oven design and your final dish. Submit a video to stemneverstops@comed.com that shares your clip and explains what solar energy is and how your oven transfers light energy to cook. Bon appetit.